Hey, job seekers, welcome to episode 6 of the JobsPlus JobsCast. The JobsCast is our virtual job fair where the premise is pretty simple. We're going to check in with a local employer that has some immediate openings, and we're going to peek behind the curtain with an insider with some perspective on culture, pay, hours, benefits, and more. And in this episode, we're going to lay out some great opportunities at Rescue Mission. And if after that you're interested in applying, talk to your job coach about taking the next steps. If you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat and we're going to do our best to answer it as we go. At JobsPlus, we believe in what we call empowerment through employment. It's our goal to inspire our job seekers to gain the freedom and power to become who you want to be as you discover self-sufficiency through the work that you're paid to do. And today I actually want to talk to you about our thoughts. I've been reading some books. I've been listening to some books lately on our thoughts. All of them point to this equation. Listen to this. Our thoughts determine our actions, which determine our results or direction. Let me say that again. Our thoughts determine our actions, which determine our results or our direction. When you really catch that, it's powerful. I want to tell a story. My very first car had a really finicky cassette tape deck, and sometimes it would work, sometimes it would eat tapes, but inevitably a cassette finally got stuck inside. It was creating an endless loop from a mixtape that a friend of mine had put in from his girlfriend. From then on, it was sappy love song after sappy love song until I finally got rid of the car. What does that have to do with our thoughts? Some of us, myself included, have a recording that our minds tell us over and over that we're not good enough or smart enough. The recording is a jumbled mess of negative inner thoughts and criticism from parents, partners, and bosses that we just assume forget. But it's time to change the cassette. I don't care if it's stuck in the tape deck. Today we're going to rip it out, we're going to sell the car, we're going to replace the stereo. And once you do that, you create your own record, your own recording of your own mental mixtape. And in that mixtape it says, I can, I will, I am enough, I refuse to give up, I deserve and I accept the best, I am unstoppable. So whatever it is for you, and as we make new recordings, and it kind of trains our mind and our thoughts, and those new thoughts determine our new actions, which determines new results. And with that, we're ready to jump into today's conversation with new direction. Join me. Hey everyone, I want you to meet Milena McKenzie. She's the HR business partner at Rescue Mission Alliance. Milena, welcome. How are you today?
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Milena, tell us a little bit about the Rescue Mission. I know you've got some people with you that we'll kind of introduce kind of here and throughout the show, but tell us a little bit about who you brought with you today.
All right. So as John said, my name is Milena McKenzie, and I'm one of the HR business partners here with the Rescue Mission. So for recruitment, I help out with our programs division. And I also assist with recruitment for our facilities and administrative teams. With me today, and she will talk more about her positions that she recruits for, is Dali Guente.
Hey, Dali.
Hi. And she is also one of our HR business partners. She recruits for our Thrifty Shoppers and our 315 stores. We also have Chuck Westcott. He wasn't able to make it with us today. But he's an HR generalist, and he assists with recruitment in our warehouses, our attended donation centers, so ADCs. And he also recruits truck drivers as well. And then to kind of round out our HR department, we have our supervisor, Belinda Teller, who is the Chief Human Resources Officer.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about some of the areas that you guys are hiring for and the roles that you have now.
All right. So like I said, I'll start with the stuff that I recruit for, and then I'll have Dolly come on. When she finishes, I'll kind of wrap up with what Chuck has available.
Great.
So to start for my programs, right now we have client care specialist positions available both in our Syracuse shelter and our Crossroads adult home. Both locations are in the near downtown area of Syracuse. And they're very similar in nature in the fact that it's much of a mentorship guidance type of position where you're working very closely with the clients that we serve. The shelter works with adult men and women. Crossroads works with adult men only. But you're there to assist it and be that guidance for them. Both locations, the shelter is looking for second and third shifts. So second shift would work 2:30 to 11 p.m. and the days off would be either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. And then the third shift position that they have, that goes from 10:45 p.m. to 7:15 a.m. And again, similar days off. So either Tuesday and Wednesday or Wednesday, Thursday. That means that whoever goes into those positions, you have to be willing to work, available and willing to work every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, as those are permanent schedules. Crossroads is a little different than the shelter because that program is regulated by the Department of Health. Therefore, whoever goes into Crossroads would, one, need to be approved by the Department of Health. Secondly, they need to complete weekly COVID-19 testings. That is a mandate that we have to follow. Additionally, they also have to complete annual physicals and PPDs or tuberculosis screenings. For the shelter, it's not as stringent, but you still have to do your annual physicals, your annual PPDs for that position. Kind of going back to Crossroads, we also have a part-time activities coordinator position. That one works about 20 hours per week. And again, being that it is in our Crossroads, it is regulated by the Department of Health. So again, you would need to complete your weekly COVID testing, be approved by the Department of Health, and also complete those annual physicals and PPDs. For this activities position, or the activities coordinator, you have to have at minimum a high school diploma or equivalent. You have to have experience working with homeless, addicted, or mentally ill adult dependent population. And you also would need prior experience to coordinating recreational activities, again, with that dependent adult population. So those kind of go towards the program positions that we have. Moving into our facilities, right now we have two different positions available within our facilities department. The first one is a maintenance mechanic position, and that would be working here on our main campus here in Syracuse. And so that position provides a safe operating environment by assisting with maintenance, repairs, and any type of improvements. Mostly they would be performing any repairs or maintenance in Crossroads. So again, they would need to complete the weekly COVID tests as well as the annual PPDs and physicals. But at least requirements would be like basic knowledge in carpentry, plumbing and electrical responsibilities, maybe some experience with lawn care equipment, wheelbarrows, shovels, power tools, things of that sort. And that position does pay, it starts at $20 an hour for that maintenance mechanic. The other position that they have available in our facilities is our procurement manager / facilities assistant position. And that one works Monday through Friday, again, on our main campus here in Syracuse. And they will provide quality equipment, furnishing, and supplies for all departments within the rescue mission. So for that one, it's a lot of purchasing and then going through and organizing those items and making sure that they get to the correct locations or correct programs or stores, whoever placed that order. That position does require previous experience in procurement, as well as experience with building and ground facilities, physical plants, anything of that sort, that type of experience they're looking for. And then that position also starts at about $20. And then lastly, in our finance department, which would be a part of the administrative, that one has an accounts payable / grants coordinator position that is available. And again, that works Monday through Friday in our main campus here in Syracuse. And so some of the responsibilities for that position would be managing activities in the accounts payable or grants coordinating position, and then ensuring that timely payments for vendors or any invoices are paid out. So there is a requirement, an educational requirement, at least an associate's degree, and then 3 years of experience in accounting. So you do have to have some of that accounts payable experience or even that grant coordinating experience for that one. And that position does start at $22 an hour. So that kind of wraps up some of those positions that I have. Again, all of those, with the exception of the activities coordinator, are full-time positions. The activity is a part-time. But any full-time position that we have works 40 hours a week. It is guaranteed. And you also qualify for the benefits that we offer. So that would include health, dental, vision. We also offer a 401k retirement plan as well as life insurance. And to apply, you can go to our website, which is rescuemissionalliance.org/careers. And we also have these cool little QR codes. If you can see it, go right ahead and scan that, and that will take you to our page as well. So now I'm going to turn this over to Dolly, and she will explain some of those positions that she has available.
Hi, good afternoon. As Milena stated, my name is Dolly Guante, and I am an HR business partner with the Rescue Mission. My focus is on recruitment for our Thrifty Shopper stores in our 315 locations. We have 2 315 stores. One is located in the SU area, and the other one is in Camillus. As far as the positions that we have available, we are currently hiring charismatic, outgoing, energetic, dependable, reliable store managers, key holders, and sales associates. The store manager position to begin, I have 3 openings in 3 different locations: East Syracuse, Cortland, as well as Endwell, New York, Cortland, and East Syracuse. That salary is starting in the upper 40s, and it comes with full benefits. We are looking for people who have prior experience. Essentially, we're looking for someone who has an associate's degree in retail management or business or a related field. We're looking for someone who has experience supervising and has previous retail as well as customer service experience. You must have a valid driver's license. If you think that's you, we're looking for you. Please apply. You guys did see the QR code. That's an easy way to apply, and you can also follow the instructions given by Milena. The store manager position is a full-time salary position. And again, we're looking and we are actively hiring for those 3 openings. We also have key holder positions available. This is pretty much a sales associate who has 1 to 3 years experience in retail and customer service. They have a high school diploma or GED. They have the ability to work a POS system, and this person essentially is in charge of closing, opening the store, and assisting the store manager and assistant store manager with specific responsibilities. If you feel that that is you, again, we're looking for charismatic and energetic individuals to join our team. I speak more than 1 language, so sometimes I will have a little oops here and there, so my apologies. The key holder and sales associate position, the starting salary for a key holder is $12.80 an hour. We have various positions or schedules available. It is based on the needs of the store. You could be opening or closing depending on your availability and what that specific location is looking for. We have full-time and part-time hours available for the key holder as well as the sales associate. The sales associate, we're looking for someone who has a high school diploma or GED, has previous experience in retail and customer service. Just like with the key holder position, we have full-time, part-time hours available, and the schedule will vary based on the needs of the store. The starting salary for the sales associate position is $12.50 an hour. Part-time employees are entitled to retirement benefits, 401k, as well as vision insurance. And full-time employees, as Milena stated, are entitled to life insurance, 401k retirement, medical, dental, vision insurance. And And that's pretty much it on my end. I do have various openings in multiple locations. We're hiring in Syracuse, Cortland, Endwell, Liverpool, Seneca Falls, New Hartford, and Rome, New York, which is our latest addition to the Thrifty Shopper family. So thank you very much for your time. And again, if you're interested, we would love for you to apply. Thank you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Melina will come back and finish out talking about our positions at the warehouse, our ADC locations, as well as our truck drivers. Thank you.
All right. So as she said, so Chuck Westcott, he assists with recruitment for our warehouses, ADCs, or attendant donation centers, as well as our truck drivers. So right now, to start with the truck drivers, they do have a rotating schedule. The positions that they have available are full-time, and the schedules would be 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. The pay starts at $17 an hour, and there is an incentive with this one. So currently, there is $1,000 sign-on bonus that you would receive after 90 days of employment, and then you'd receive an additional $1,500 after 6 months of employment. For that truck driver position, it does require a CDL-B driver's license, so you do need that one in order to operate any of the rescue mission trucks. In terms of educational requirements, it looks like there is a high school diploma or equivalent for their minimal requirement. And like I said, I have to continue to stress, you have to have that CDL-B license in order to qualify for the truck driver. Additionally, he also has sorters available that work within the warehouse. Again, it is a rotating schedule, but the shifts itself would be from about 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And that starts at about $12.50 an hour. Minimal education requirements for that would also include a high school diploma or GED equivalent. And again, those positions would be working in our warehouse or our attendant donation centers. The attendant donation centers are very similar to like trailers that you may have seen in the Wegmans or the Walmart parking lots. People usually drop off their donations there. So we're looking for people to actually work and receive some of those donations that we get at those locations. But that kind of summarizes the positions that we have available. As I mentioned before, for the full-time position, any full-time employee would be eligible for our full-time benefits. So again, that would include health, dental, vision, 401k retirement, and life insurance. And then, as Dolly had mentioned, our part-time employees qualify for the vision insurance as well as the 401k retirement plan. If you feel like you fit any of those, by all means, please apply. You guys have the QR codes. And again, our website is rescuemissionalliance.org/careers.
That's great. Thank you, Melina. One of the things that we like to do for the JobsCast is kind of demystify the process. So you've got jobs from all over the gamut here, all education levels, and it's great because you're hitting all levels of our job seekers. But give us a little peek behind the curtain for kind of what it looks like from beginning to end, from application to onboarding. You know, how long is that process? What's included? If you can talk about, any background checks or drug tests or anything, any work limited opportunities in there, that would be really great to hear as well.
Sure. So again, I'll talk about the programs, and then Dolly can talk about the stores, and I'll chime back in again with the warehouse stuff. At least for my programs, and that's those client care specialist positions that we talked about, as well as the activities coordinator. For any of those in Crossroads, again, that's regulated by the Department of Health. So you do have to do the fingerprinting background check, in addition to the weekly COVID tests to work in Crossroads. And then in addition to that, you have to do the annual PPD and physical. So all of that would need to be completed before you can even step foot into Crossroads. For the shelter, that one is not regulated by the Department of Health. So you would need to complete the PPD and then their background check. It's not fingerprinted. It is, it's a different version of a background check. But again, that would need to be completed before you're able to start. So the application process is we do have to receive your application. You can apply online or we have paper applications available if necessary. Once we receive it, your information is reviewed. If the hiring managers are interested, I would call to set up a telephone interview or a telephone screen. Should we move forward from there, there would be an in-person interview that would be set up. If the hiring managers decide to move forward from there, we would start the pre-employment stuff. So again, that's the background check, that's the physical, weekly COVID test. We'll get you set up for that if that's what we have to do. And then once we get all of those results back, then we can start to talk about and finalize a start date. So that's pretty much the gist of it for the programs. For my other positions like the facilities, unless it's in Crossroads, again, DOH. But for any other position like the finance position, for example, they don't have to do the physical, but there is still that background check that we would need to get that completed before we're able to issue an official start date. So I'll turn it over to Dolly and she can tell you about the stores.
And for the stores, the process is rather quick. It all depends on what is on your background check, but we can have someone cleared to start work within a matter of days. Somebody can apply on a Monday and they can be cleared to begin work by Friday or that following Monday. So the process is you find a job that matches your background and your interest, you apply, you receive a phone call from the store manager, they set up an in-person interview. If they decide to move forward with the applicant, you guys give us consent to run a background check. And once that background check returns, you would be cleared to move forward with employment. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to be hired at the Thrifty Shoppers.
All right. And then for the truck driver. So again, the truck drivers have to have that specific driver's license in order to operate. And they are regulated by the DOT or Department of Transportation. Therefore, the truck driver positions are regulated by drug tests. They do have that. And then all applicants that come through, whether it be for truck drivers, ADCs, or the attended donation centers, or even the sorters, they typically go through the application process. So again, you have to either do the application online or the paper. The hiring managers review. People are then screened, telephone screens, if interested, brought in for the in-person, and then very similar to programs where after that in-person, you complete your background checks. And then once everything is cleared, we would be offering you a start date.
That's great. That's great. I appreciate that. JobsPlus has kind of a long history of partnering with the rescue mission, not only in terms of helping people find employment, but also for building skills and capacity for people that maybe don't have either specific work experiences or possibly, any work experiences. So our work experience program gives job seekers the opportunity to learn new skills and possibly even finish with an employee reference. So I want to introduce you to Jill Weston, who we've worked with for quite some time in our work experience program. And Jill, if you don't mind, just kind of giving an overview of how the work experience program works at Rescue Mission.
Sure. So for the work experience program at the Rescue Mission, JobsPlus candidates work with their job coach. And if they're interested in kind of coming on board with us. Right now with the COVID-19 pandemic, the main opportunity we would have is to place them at one of our Thrifty Shopper stores. So it gives them an opportunity to experience kind of a retail environment along with, they'll sort donations, clean, kind of whatever the store managers need. They'll be working with our volunteer coordinator, Braden Miles. So we kind of place them at a location that works best for them. We do have quite a few stores in the area, which I'm sure Melania talked about. So we usually can find a location that's convenient for them. And it really does. It works out great for us. It gives our job seekers a chance to kind of learn a little bit more about those positions and get some experience. It's never a guarantee that you're going to get a job out of that position with us, but I can say we've had people who have been placed with us after they've gone through the JobsPlus work experience program. So that's, I guess, a bonus on that end. So.
Yeah, that's great. And with immediate openings right now, both for work experience as well as within the store itself, those chances get even greater. So if you don't have any experience, you've not held a job, to this point, or have not held a job, particularly in retail, this sounds like a great opportunity to kind of get your foot in the door. Are there outside of what you guys are offering now, what are some of the roles that you have had in the past, as well as, may come back, post-COVID?
Yeah, we're hoping that we have had some JobsPlus work in our food service center here on Gifford Street. So that would be kitchen experience, washing dishes, back-end kitchen, along with serving the meals to our clients every day. So that's given people some experience for going into restaurant work. And that's just not available right now just because of COVID, but we're hoping that will come back as an opportunity. We are also hoping that at some point we will reopen our clothing outreach program, which would also be another retail experience here on campus on Gifford Street. So those are the two other opportunities where we've had JobsPlus people. So sounds good. So.
All right, great. Thank you, Jill. I'm going to bring Melena back. Either of you, any last things, something maybe you forgot to mention, you want to kind of fill us in real quick before we head out?
So again, we reviewed the positions that we have available, as they're across the board, from client care specialists to maintenance mechanics to the accounts payable, grants coordinator. We have sales associates, key holders, store managers, truck drivers, attendant donation center individuals, sorters. So please apply. You guys can use the website. We also have the QR codes that you can use. So please make sure that you apply. I think that might be, oh, hang on. I think Dolly may have. Oh, no, I think that's it for me at least.
All right, great. I'm going to send you guys back into the green room, but just want to say thanks so much for joining us today. And we will come back to you in a moment.
Thank you.
If you are interested in employment at Rescue Mission, there's a number of opportunities for you there that you heard about today. Talk to your job coach. Even if some of those opportunities might be beyond you, there's a great opportunity available immediately to learn some of those things for yourself through our work experience program. And you can go to JobsPlus.org and click on job seekers, and there will be a place in there to talk, that talks specifically about work experience and what that opportunity is and how that exists for you. But just a reminder, if there was something that you heard today that you wanted to do, but there was a barrier up in front of you, and you've got that recording kind of playing in your mind in the background that's saying you can't do that, you'll never be able to get the education for that. You'll never be able to pass that assessment or that test or whatever it might be. Remember, our coaches are barrier breakers. They are problem solvers. And, as you can see from our conversation today, we can even eliminate that lack of experience by, working with our friends at the Rescue Mission. So reach out to your coach, talk to them about the role that you're interested in, or talk to them about work experience and see if that program is right for you. If you don't know how to reach your coach, visit our job seeker page on our website, JobsPlus.org/job seekers, and scroll all the way to the bottom where there's a form that you can leave them a message, and they're going to be happy to help you out. But before I let you go, I want to just make my usual request. If you found this content helpful, we really encourage you to hit that subscribe button, and on the platform that you're enjoying this content on, if it's YouTube, click that bell so that you can get reminded every time we've got a live stream, and any future live streams or content that gets uploaded there, you'll be the first to know. You can find all of our social media at the top and bottom of JobsPlus.org. Give us a like or follow. Or one thing I really want to point out is our job seeker group on Facebook. This group is exclusively for JobsPlus job seekers and alumni of our program. Join the group, ask questions. Once you're approved, you'll begin to see a steady stream of those job opportunities from some of the employers like Rescue Mission that we're working with specifically to help you all get through those application processes. Beyond that, just begin to network within the group. You're not going to want to pass up that opportunity. And we invite you to come back next Friday for our JobsCast, as we've been doing every Friday, and be a part of next week's JobsCast. And we're excited to have that available to you each week. Thanks so much. And we're so glad that you joined us today. Now let's get to work.